Giants. Some would say common sense prevails.
Oh, it's 10 metres.
Huddersfield, though, with another chance to put some pressure on the Wigan defenders. They want to play it very, very quickly now again, Huddersfield. They have shown so much determination, particularly for their players in the middle, and as I say that, that's a gift back to Wigan.
Oh, it's on in back play here.
Adam Kieran, it's all kicking off in back play. There are punches being thrown all over the place here. One guy being involved.
Well, we saw a punch-up last night. Eddie Garcia with his side under pressure.
Well, to have another look at this one, I think, through the eyes of the video referee, because that happened in back play while the ball was in a completely different place. So what actually happened here, we'll have a look.
Well, it's a wonderful contact there from Tristan, on Tristan Powell rather, but then it's underneath. He obviously doesn't react well to it. And there's a tangling of bodies there. You see it at the top left of your screen.
Tristan Powell going back for another bite after the initial contact.
Doesn't look like anything had been thrown on that.
Well, Liam Moore has decisions to make here. Meantime, Tristan Powell is being treated on the field for a bit of an injury sustained in that melee. It's the initial contact where he loses the ball, and then what happens afterwards in the middle.
Well, I think it's just a case of Tristan Powell probably more disappointed with himself that he's lost that ball. Perhaps a bit of head-on-head contact.
This might give us a better view.
I think it's Brad O'Neill's head. Maybe head-on-head contact. I don't think there's anything in that particularly.
Powell perhaps not happy with O'Neill.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Forward.
It's just a good shot. It's a good tackle by Wigan. Powell's clearly disappointed himself there, losing that ball.
Captains, boys, captains.
So Liam Moore has decisions to make here. Let's have a listen in to what he says to the two captains who are being summoned.
How are we doing, boys? All right. Okay, the incident's been reviewed. Okay. We've obviously got the knock-on by Huddersfield. Okay. And then we've got players from both teams running together. Okay. There's no one jumping out in particular. Players from both teams come together. So the on-field decision is the knock-on. Okay, by Huddersfield. Now, two senior blokes with a lot of experience here, and with 15 minutes to go of a game. I'm going to give you this opportunity to speak to your boys, to diffuse it, okay? Don't force me to get involved and sit players down, okay? I'm going to give you the opportunity now to speak to your lads. Same with you, Leroy.
So, decision given.
Yeah. And the Giants fans underneath us, they're booing, but
In the middle.
it's just a perfect tackle. Dislodged the ball on a big man. Well, Wigan, we've got 15 minutes now to rescue this.
The upshot for Tristan Powell is that he's had to go off
Discipline.
for a head injury assessment after that challenge.
Out.
Meantime, Wigan have made a substitution
Powell!
as well,
Release him now!
because Patrick Mago has come back on the field. O'Neill, though, into the middle for Ellis. Into the last 15 minutes. Huddersfield Giants still in the lead. And it's going to take 2 tries from Wigan if they're to snatch that lead back. Mago to the 10.
Move, Leroy!
Bustling his way forward
Switch on!
for the champions. Ellis, Smith, wide to the left it goes, and Semba. None shall pass again, say the Huddersfield defenders. They've done a really good job of keeping him relatively quiet this afternoon. Can they keep it going? Smith plays it short in towards Mago. Mago again. 4 more tacklers in defence. This is the last one. Havard offloads it quickly. Down the left it comes to Nsemba once more. Here it is with Field. The ball has been lost. Marshall can't keep hold of it. It's spilled in the corner. And again, the Huddersfield Giants fans making lots and lots of noise.
Yeah, it was quick hands on that left edge. And Semba just dishes the ball out to field. Use your pace, catch and pass. And they can't ice that opportunity. There's Giants players arriving. Whether Marshall will score or not remains to be seen. But the play falls apart.
Matty Pete with a lot to think about in these closing stages.
And I've no doubt an hour across to the east. A lot of Hull KR supporters tuning into this final part.
Having said that, you would never write off the Wigan Warriors.
I mean, there's still an awful long way to go this season. But a 4-point buffer might just be too much.
Huddersfield with a tricky set of fixtures coming up, though. 4 away games on the bounce before they take on Wakefield next time at home. So that is going to be a really tricky set of fixtures. Wigan have got 3 away on the bounce as well. Well, look at this. Sam Hewitt turns round and waves his arms to the fans to get them wound up, and just listen to the noise here. They should be playing here every week.
Oh, 100%.
Here is Wigan's next 5, as I mentioned, 3 on the trot away from home. Wakefield, Castleford and Leigh. And then, of course, they face Huddersfield again, this time at the DW on the 11th of July. There'll be a score or 2 to settle in that game. This one not over yet, though. Ashton Golding bursting his way forward for the Giants.
He's had a great afternoon off the bench as Golding. Here comes Lollahea.
Lollahea shapes to go one way and then goes for Cudjoe. Cudjoe again. Players bouncing off him like a pinball. Wolford. Flanagan just behind him as well. Wolford, though, goes shorter for Lollahea. Golding bouncing and turning. Can he keep the ball alive? He can't get the offload away. But Wolford goes short again for Burgess this time. Burgess very close. Right up against the line. They're sensing another chance here. Lollahea out towards Cudjoe. Brilliant defending again, though, by Wigan this time.
Well, that's fine from the Giants. Again, they have the scoreboard on their side. And they just turn the ball over once again, just end that set 1 metre away, deep inside the bottom left-hand corner of the field.
Look at the defending again, though, from Huddersfield. And it's George King with that bandage round his head. He's been in the wars this afternoon, but he's been on the try sheet as well. Quick play from Wigan as Mago. More post-contact meters for him, as you would expect, as O'Neill gets it quickly out towards Ellis. Just a flick ball over the top there. It's very well held.
Forward.
They got hold of it and finds Marshall. Surely that was for. Referee says play on.
Goodness me.
Marshall, it goes back. Harry Smith over the top of everybody for Farrimond. Quickly down to Eckersley, but that one's too far forward for Kieran. And again, the Huddersfield fans below us let him know exactly what they thought of that.
Yeah, I think the day belongs to the Giants. Look, there's 9 minutes left, and of course Wigan have the capability, the arsenal and the class to score another 2 tries. You just get a sense that this game is slipping away from them. I think the Giants have been worth every single penny of it.
Luke Robinson cutting a nervous figure in the director's box. They can hardly bear to look. But his side are 8 points to the good, with 9 minutes remaining in the game.
Well, the Giants just need to get through the set here. Kick the ball down long.
Burgess turned over, spun round in the tackle. You don't see that very often. Golding, who, as you say, Kyle, has had an absolutely superb
it's been quality
spell on the field
since
coming on as a substitute. Wilson quickly again for Lollahea. Kudjoe almost dropped it there. Does well to keep hold. On the halfway line, Wolford. Lollahea with the spiralling kick. A tester for Field, but he does well. Marshall. The game has been played at a frenetic pace all the way through, Kyle.
Yeah, it's been end to end.
Eckersley.
Just the Warriors who are going to have to roll the dice at some point.
Here's one of those players that can do that, George Farrimond. As he finds Liam Farrell. Leeming, marshalling his troops though, up towards the halfway line. Just into Huddersfield territory now. As Leeming gets it into the middle for Smith. Field coming away with it, skipping through. Lovely run from Jay Field, and he could be in here, Farrimond. And he is. And you never write off the Wigan Warriors. We're into the last 7 minutes of the game. They are closing in. And Huddersfield have got it all to do now if they are to seal a famous victory. But Farrimond has put Wigan within touching distance.
Well, you knew it was going to come about through Jay Field's fingerprints all over it. His 11th try assist. He just cuts down that right edge of the Giants. The ball back inside to the supporting Jack Farrimond to collect his second try. And how important that may be, as Adam Kieran for sure will knock this over and take us to a 2-point ball game.
He's right in front of the sticks here. Adam Kieran, he makes no mistake. And we are set for a grandstand finish.
Well, how are your nerves, Giants fans? Jay Field just gets on the outside of Kieran Rush, sorry. Jack Farrimond, who releases the pass to Field, supports up through the middle of it and races away in front of the travelling Warriors supporters. Don't you just love it when games go all this way?
Well, it's great for us as neutrals.
Oh, horrible when you're out there.
I'll tell you what, if you're a Wigan or a Huddersfield fan, you'll be no nails left on your fingers. They'll be chewed to bits. Marshall. This time, getting hold of the ball despite the winds. And Semba, I still have a funny feeling he's got something left in the tank that could be a real big moment in this game.
You just feel that each and every one of these Wigan carries are just going to have perhaps a little bit more intent and purpose about them than the Giants. They can't back off, they can't wait.
There you go with that run. Smith, who's got a bit of wadding up his nose by the look of things, having taken a bit of a bang to the hooter. As Mago now trying to force his way through. This is where
he's lost it.
Really going to be crucial. Mago has lost the ball. Again, the Huddersfield fans celebrate.
Yeah, he's always trying to promote the ball. He tries to come up with an offload just as he's twisting. And he just spills it under pressure from Leroy Kudjoe. Tom Burgess in there as well. And that's a sigh of relief for the Giants.
What on earth must be going through their minds? Who'd be a coach? Well, you tried it for a little while and it wasn't exactly bed of roses, was it? Let's be fair.
First game here.
Gargai on the far side for the Huddersfield Giants. We're into the last 5 minutes of this game. 5 minutes to see whether or not Huddersfield Giants can hang on or whether Wigan Warriors can turn it round.
I make it there. If it goes set for set, the Giants have probably got about 18 more tackles to deal with.
Wolford in through the middle for Wilson. You're going to have to start thinking as well, Kyle, about your Betfred player of the match.
Yeah.
I think there will be a number of worthy candidates this afternoon. Don't tell us who it is, just have a think. And we'll reveal it a little bit later on. In through the middle down to the right-hand side again. Kieran Rush has come on as a substitute.
Just decides to run that ball on last. Just trying to buy land. Here comes Liam Marshall.
Tristan Powell has passed his head injury assessment. They're going to build a penalty.
Ashton Golding all over Liam Marshall.
And we said it, mistakes and errors will no doubt prove to be crucial in this game.
Well, they fixed it up in the second half. It's actually the Warriors who perhaps were guilty of errors and penalties. But they're coming home here with a wet sail. Cade Ellis, 40 metres away here, Fraser. Oh, push back.
Into the middle for Mago. Mago, still going Mago. Cudjoe, all over him. Wigan still coming forward through Farrimond. Just over 10 metres rather short of the line. Kieran in towards Leeming. Again, down the line it goes, and Semba. And Semba, there's a hand in there, and they'll get away, but the hand was in, and that'll go down as a knock-on.
Oh, goodness me.
Huddersfield then putting themselves under a little bit of pressure. 10 metres from the Huddersfield line. We've got a captain's challenge again, though. And once more, we'll go to our video referee, Aaron Moore.
So the captain's challenge, Huddersfield are challenging the ruling of a knock-on. So we'll play it on from here. So the ball's passed by Smith. It going through here. Floated by Junior December. And then Jacob Gagai knocks the ball down forward. Challenge unsuccessful.
No challenges now, boys.
Wow, it was a bit of a clutching at straws one, that, I think, really. Was it just to slow the clock down, perhaps?
Yeah, well, it was a worth a challenge just to get some oxygen back into the lungs, because they have got the most important set to deal with here this afternoon. The Warriors, 10 metres out, centre of the field, with pace to burn both edges.
Look how quick Wigan want to form the scrum to get the game back underway.
Oh, he's lost the ball.
Oh, they're pushing forward here. Tom Burgess shoving his way through the scrum.
Look what it means.
Look at them celebrate. Tom Burgess, a powerhouse in the Huddersfield pack.
Oh, Huddersfield, they just push forward. Cruz Leeming spills the ball. And is that the moment that seals a famous win for the Giants?
All the experience that Tom Burgess has. And at this stage in the game, to come up with something like that, that tells you everything you need to know about the quality of that player. Huddersfield now then, with the chance to relieve the pressure.
They've got to get through this set, and they've got one more to defend. One more set to see it home.
The Huddersfield fans below us crossing their fingers with all their might as a big tackle goes in there on Mill. Kieran's still got his arm in there. Referee shouting to him to let go of the tackle. Montane Milne. George King, who's been a real hero for Huddersfield this afternoon. Wilson. Wilson has gone backwards, has it? Referee says play on. Flanagan going down in the tackle. This is the last one. This has to be a good kick. It's gone to Lollaher. Lollaher does get a kick, but it comes off a Wigan player. Chaos in the middle of the field here as Wigan have it just over the halfway line. We're into the last minute. Farrimond eventually is tackled. Eckersley just behind him. Referee screaming at the players for them to get on with it. Leeming away to the left-hand side for Smith and then Semba. And now with Field. But they're not sure what to do with it here, Wigan.
On the losing ground. We've gone back 10 metres there. Here comes tackle 4.
Leeming, quick hands again. Liam Farrell. Farrell brought down, that's the 4th. Leeming again. O'Neill, Smith, and Semba. And Semba brought down 12 metres short. This is the last one.
And this is it.
It's all or nothing now for Wigan Warriors as they go down the line with Field. High ball over the top to Eckersley, back inside. Oh! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Seconds left on the clock. Jack Farriman in the corner. Never ever right off the Wigan Warriors. A try on the field, says the referee Liam Moore. We'll send it to the video, Aaron. But it looks as though Wigan Warriors may well have got themselves out of jail. What a finish to this game. Or is it? Aaron Moore will have the last word.
Tackle 5, we have an on-field decision of a try, looking at touchline and grounding. So the ball's passed back inside by Eckersley. Farriman's going towards the line. Can we just have another angle on that, please? Corner angle. Probably camera 9 would be best, this one. So Farriman's in possession, still in possession of the ball. Just go back on that, please. Just go back. We know he's in the field of play. Yeah, play it through here. Farriman's in possession of the ball, always in the field of play, and the ball's grounded. Thank you, I've seen all I need.
Well, week after week after week, Super League brings you drama, and it's done it yet again. Wigan Warriors, having been dead and buried halfway through this second half, have pinched it.
Wow. Jack Farriman has pinched the pockets of the Huddersfield Giants. It's what champion sides do. They've been second best, it has to be said, on the balance of over the course of the 80 minutes. But they just find a way, don't they? And Jack Farriman on the hooter slides over and gets his second of the afternoon. The ball over the top from Field. Eckersley, who just passes the ball back inside, and Farriman gets low and he gets over in the corner. And goodness me, get out of jail. It sure is.
There's no getting away from the fact that this has been a below-par performance from the Wigan Warriors, as Liam Marshall beautifully from the sidelines strokes that ball between the posts. It is heartbreaking, utterly heartbreaking for the Huddersfield Giants, who with seconds to go in this game thought they were on the verge of a famous victory against the champions. But they are not champions for nothing. They know how to get out of jail.